Hey guys, today we are taking a look at my newest blaster, the Bow of Orion. So I bet a couple people can tell what's going on here, but the Bow of Orion started its life out as a genuine 1995 Nerf Crossbow, mixed with a little bit of a minimized rapid red to feed Talon magazines, with a Nexus Pro grip. So I'll put up a picture of what the blaster looked like in its pre-stages and what it looked like in the first cuts and first molding together. I'll show all that. You can see it was very rough at first, but I had a plan to fill in some of the gaps with polystyrene and create this channel that you see right in here. And that was a very important goal of mine. I wanted to make sure that the Rapid Red's body lines were continued throughout this blaster while integrating with the crossbow's lines. And I think everything came out really, really good. The lines of this blaster are really nice. Everything looks really nice. And I couldn't be more happy with the way it turned out. So this blaster is a flywheel blaster, so to fire, you insert a magazine, filled with darts, obviously, and then you rev the blaster with the rev trigger down here, and then you fire with your main trigger while holding the rev trigger. And that's how you fire your blaster. I'll put a battery in and show you guys the testing of the blaster later, and this blaster has a very cool feature that I'll get into in a minute. But yeah, it's a simple semi-auto flywheeler, and it's very comfy and very reliable, and that's exactly what I wanted it to be. I want this to be my performance competitive grade blaster, and I think I achieved that very, very well. So for the internals of this blaster, it is running a Daybreak cage on 40.5mm crush with a set of Daybreaks and sets of Krakens, and then it's running with a genuine Omron switch, a 16 AWG wiring, and it's connected to an XT60 port for a LiPo, and it also does have a voltmeter at the back up here that you activate with the switch down here. Last feature of this blaster that I'm hiding, and because I want to reveal it for glorious effect, is this orange thing poking out the front. So this orange thing poking out the front is the Dart Zone B car that I've adapted to fit onto a standard Nerf flywheel cage. And if you guys want a video on how I did that, I will go into depth in explaining it. I have a couple videos already made of showing friends and stuff. So if you want that video, I'll cut some clips together and make the video. It was actually very simple. I used a Morpheus guide attached to the flywheel cage, and then the Dart Zone B card just slid right onto it, and then it was glued on to make sure it does not come off. And it's permanent now, but it definitely makes this blaster a hell of a lot more accurate. This thing is really a beast, and it's one of my most accurate flywheelers that I've ever even experienced. It's pretty crazy. It's similar to a Springer at this point. It's scary. I don't know how my jank engineering worked, but I hope that through this video and maybe through the next video that I explain how I built it, maybe we can get Morpheus guides back onto the market and more people can use them to integrate B cars into their flywheels, because it's very dangerous. I'll show you the accuracy in a minute here, but it's very crazy how accurate this thing is, just a simple upgrade. Externals, I went with all Rust-Oleum paints. I went with, I'll take a picture of the can and post the color up right here. I used a Rust-Oleum purple, and then I used different flakes of different blues and purples and blacks to get a little bit of a star-y pattern on there, a little bit, something like that. But it's, you know, different colors. But the, and then in the back, the blaster has the Bow of Orion written on it in Arabic, the Star Wars language. And yeah, this blaster looks really nice. I use light blue accents for all of the other details. And yeah, it just turned out really, really good. I've had a lot of people tell me it looks really retro and everything, and that's exactly what I was going for, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, So to get this blaster to turn to life, you access it through the battery door here, which actually has my logo on it. And it actually just looks like my profile picture because of the background with the blue. But yeah, so you just pull out that battery door and you reveal your XT60 connector. And I'll grab my LiPo here, do this while standing. It's a very simple process. And then you just tuck the battery into the back, tuck in your cords, reattach the battery door. Screw in your thumb screw. And then you have a working blaster. So I'll show you guys the voltmeter. The voltmeter is blue to match the blaster. My LiPo is not very charged right now, but I already did the shooting firing footage, so we're already all good. But as you can see, just like I mentioned before, you rev the blaster and then you fire with the main trigger. So yeah, guys, instead of talking about it some more, let's go outside and show you the accuracy and performance of this thing with the B-car and the daybreak cage. It's something to see, so let's go out and see it. This is going to be the chronograph test for the Bow of Orion. Let's go. I have a 12-round mag loaded up. 139. 133. 147. 122. 144. 141. 136, 129, 151, 152. I'm not sure what happened with those last two shots, but as you can see, we're into the 150s, and that's exactly where I wanted to be with this blaster. So let's go get some range footage. This is going to be the range test of the Bow of Orion. I got a 12-round mag loaded up here, and I'm going to be shooting down range. And we are all out. So this is roughly 100 feet away, so I'm going to cut the distance in half and let's go for 50 feet. We are now roughly 50 feet away with the Bow of Orion. I got a 15-round mag loaded up. And just keep in mind, I am shooting from behind the camera, so my accuracy might not be the best, but it's just to get a general grouping. So yeah, that did pretty good at around 50 feet. I'm going to cut it in half and let's go to 25 foot and empty our last 15-round mag. So this is more like 15 foot, but this is a good CQB range. So let's see if how much accuracy we have trying to hit that Nerf target. And for this one, I'm going to stand over to the right and actually shoot at the target. So you're not going to see the blaster on camera. So yeah, most of those hit the target. So this thing is it's a powerhouse now, hitting 150 FPS, and with the accuracy to boot, I am in freaking love with this thing. Let's go back inside and talk about it. So yeah, as you guys can see, this blaster is hitting very, very well, and it's hitting very consistently in accuracy-wise and performance-wise. It's hitting around 140 to 150 FPS, which is perfect in the range that I wanted it for competitive play. And it is accurate enough that it's very reliable and very easy to hit shots with it. So I'm very happy with the way the Bow of Orion turned out. It was a very expensive project because I had to buy a 1995 crossbow, and then I had to technically I had to buy a 3D printer to print all the rev trigger, mag release, flywheel cage, all the bezels, everything, all the airbag. I did buy a 3D printer to get that, and I bought a Bamboo X1 Labs Carbon. And it's a very good printer. And it's a very good printer, and I'm glad I got it. It's already proving itself very useful in my integrations. But yeah, it's proven very useful. Half of this blaster wouldn't have been possible without it, and I'm just glad I got the thing, and I'm glad I'm using it for my mods. And if you guys like this kind of content, mixing the 3D printing with the integration and having accuracy and all that cool stuff with everything with the video, and if you guys want to see the video on how to make the B-car flywheel cage, please like, comment, subscribe. It'll just show me that you guys really want to know how to do that, and it's not too hard to do, so I'll explain it in like a 5-minute video. So if you guys are interested, please just let me know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.